You ready to play?
There's $200 million in the vault beneath the strip, with a 32-hour window to get it out. Find the safe. This should be a simple in and out.
Starting with you, Omari, what can you tell me about working with him?
Thanks first and foremost for having us, Federico. We appreciate it. It's delightful to work with Zack Snyder. I don't use that word a lot, and I don't use it lightly. It's really delightful. There was a lot of things going on during that movie, ironically, personally for me. My family was having some troubles, nothing, of grave danger, but the house was undergoing a flood, and the family had to move out of the house and move into an apartment when the kids, my two young kids, were literally just starting school, finally in a very structured environment. Prior I had been living in New York doing the show Power, and we would moonlight or platoon with living in this other state, but really school-wise, they hadn't really started formally. And all of a sudden they're starting, and then here we go with the film, and then a flood happens. So not only was it delightful to work with him, but he was extremely understanding. He's a father first and foremost, a parent. I think we haven't said that on these interviews today, but I think that's also what sort of was the glue between myself and my dear teammate Matthias. We both happen to be fathers. And I think when you know that you're living for somebody else, particularly young people that you've made, that in the dramatic, poetic way of saying are your legacy, but in the everyday way of saying are that which you have to make sure survives and that you're responsible for, I think it affords for an understanding. And so between director and actor, that was a beautiful thing to just know that he keeps his family at the forefront. That's priority to him. So even in the moments of me having real life happen, while the fictional world of Army of the Dead was occurring, I was able to find, balance and some peace and some understanding came from my dear director and Zack. And so I just love the guy.
I was always a huge fan of Zack, and I'm still, he's a great human being. He's a great director. He's a visionary. This year is so special for him, I'm so proud to be part of this movie with Omari, that I had a chance to work with Omari, with Dave, with the rest of the cast, Ella, Nora, Raul, Anna, Garrett Dillahunt. He's so funny.
And a special human, Garrett. Shout outs to Garrett.
And still, I always was such a huge fan of 300 and Man of Steel. And every day when we were on set together, the whole team, it was like, watching Zack Snyder directing was like really impressive. Like I always did like, Omari. Yes, Matthias, Omari, I'm reading. Omari, look at Zack now. He's directing, he's directing Dave now. Look, Matthias. And it was like, but it was great. So we're huge fans, and he's amazing.
In these days, everything is made with a computer, but how much was actually fixed and how much was CGI?
To be honest, there wasn't that much CGI in that film. To be honest, all right, Omari, we had a huge set. They built a huge set. It was like, we felt like really, oh my God, that's Las Vegas. Is it called Las Vegas in English? Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Las Vegas,
I think Matthias is right. I'll piggyback his point. It definitely was not even, it was mostly us working out those scenes. And then there was some CGI added, but Zack, for instance, this is not CGI. He had to wait all day he had to get a shot with the sun falling in a position or the sun rising in a different sort of way than other films would have the sun rising or falling. And he had to do that take over and over and over before we got it perfect. So we did not CGI that. He had to sit out there and wait for that. So Matthias is correct. For the most part, it was us working. And it was Matthias going, Omari. This is Zack Snyder directing us. And I would go, yeah, we clocked in. And his name was definitely on the director's chair. So I think that is Zack Snyder. Yes, Matthias. Pinch yourself. Yeah. You're not dreaming.
Well, guys, that's all the time I have. Again, thank you for the time and congratulations on the movie.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Peace.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
When you're sitting